From London, we present A Holiday Abroad by John Bowen.
"193 hours to the end of term."
Tom. Stop mucking about with your chart and listen to me.
And 93.
It's childish.
Yes, I'm emotionally retarded, aren't I? Like the other yawns.
No, I didn't mean that. Look, Tom, I'm talking to you.
There's nothing to talk about.
But you don't understand. You've got to do it.
Why?
Because you're my best friend.
Oh, that's not a reason. I'll put the kettle on.
But I've told them you look after them. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Do you want any of the patty stuff your father sent?
But they're expecting it. I've told them.
Well, you better untell them then.
Oh, look. You don't have to do much. Just find them chairs and stay with them a bit. They'll do all the talking.
Well, they can talk to each other then, without me.
Oh, Tom, what's wrong with you?
Look, I don't like having things arranged for me, that's all. I like being consulted before you decide what I'm going to do.
How was I to know you'd be so stupid about it?
Might as well eat my mother's cake. It'll only get stale otherwise.
You're shy. That's your trouble. Well, you won't get over it if you don't try.
Cups. There's a sort of a ring in this one.
Oh, listen to me when I'm talking to you.
Mind the table! Oh, selfish, stupid. You've knocked the table.
Well, you listen then.
I'll do you, I mean it.
Hit me. That's right. Go on, hit me.
You think you can walk all over me, don't you?
Hit me then if you don't like it.
Oh, you know I won't.
Why not? You're the great boxer. I don't know how to box. You're not in any great danger.
That's why not.
Oh, you Boy Scout. You're so holy. Why don't you go back to the Beaver Patrol where you belong?
Just because I've got a bit of self-control.
Well, use it then and stop shouting at me.
Don't you tell me what to do. I'll shout if I want to.
Oh, it was a mistake sharing a study with you.
I'm sick and tired of having everything arranged for me. You're supposed to be my friend, not my keeper. I'm not loony, you know.
Oh, I didn't say
No,
that.
but you behave like it. Well, you just remember, I'm a person, too. I don't have to take everything from you just because you're rich. And I'm warning you, if you're not careful, I'll slosh you.
Do you mind? You've got your foot on the cake.
My cake?
You're stepping on it.
I'm not. I just kicked it a bit.
No, back on it. Your mother's cake. What are you going to tell her?
I'll tell her we couldn't wait to get down to it.
Oh, you're so English, copper. Here, I'll help you pick this stuff up. Copper.
If I'm so English, why don't you speak English to me?
Oh, your accent's awful.
Yeah, well, I'm not half French.
No, but you could try. Anyway, you can't translate these words. Copain, it's a much more sophisticated word than charm or pal.
Sophisticated. You've been going on about sophisticated this and sophisticated that ever since the beginning of term. You're mad for it these days.
But surely it is it not the only word to use?
Well, thank you and goodbye, Henry James.
No, I mean it. Now look, what makes us two different from these yobs at Brattlesden? We know how to behave, that's what. We're sophisticated and they don't like it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Of course we are. Oh, my poor copper. What would you do without me?
You can get along without people if you've never had anyone to get along with. You even grow to prefer it. I mean, look how suspicious I was of you when they put us together.
And look how shy you're being now with my papa and mama.
Oh, no, don't start that again.
Oh, now, don't worry. I won't upset the table. You might really hit me this time.
My best friend?
It has been known. Oh, Tom. Copper. I'm sorry I fixed it up without consulting you.
Oh, that's okay.
But you see, there's nobody to look after my papa and mama tomorrow if you don't.
Well...
Well, I know they're not helpless, but they are used to attention. And I'll be out there fielding for half the time
And batting the rest, I suppose. Who, the conceit.
Oh, but Tom, I am good. I mean, why hide it? It's the only English thing I can really do. And the only reason I like it is because it makes the job so furious. My finest hour. Froggo playing for the school. But you do see, don't you, that Papa and Mama...
I don't know them.
Oh, don't be shy, Copper. They're really awfully nice.
Okay.
Thanks, Copper.
Hey, anyway, why are they coming down together when they're divorced? I mean, divorced people don't usually hang
Oh,
around.
Tom, be your age. They're good friends. They always go around together when Papa's in England. They're not peasants, you know. They're a very sophisticated pair, my Papa and Mama. A very sophisticated pair.
Bravo! Bravo!
Is that Leon? Is he doing well?
I didn't really see, but since the others clapped...
He's still there anyway. They've let him stay there much longer than the others. That must mean something.
Yes.
Of course, he looks more elegant, even in that silly little pink hat.
Oh, he's always been able to wear clothes.
He gets that from... Oh!
Bravo, Leon!
What do you mean, bravo? That nearly hit me.
I'll get it.
Oh, Tom, dear, how much longer is this going on?
Oh, not long, really, Madame Enface. When Leon's out, the innings will be over.
And then we shall have tea.
It can't be too soon.
I could get you some, Madame Enface.
Heavens, no. It's almost sure to be against protocol. And don't call me Madame Enface. Just say Mary Lee. Everyone else does.
Well,
And don't sit so far away. Come here and talk to me. That's right. Then when something interesting happens, you can tell me, and I'll watch.
I'm afraid it's usually over rather quickly.
You can't be serious. We've been here 2 hours already, and all that's happened is that the grass has grown another inch.
Oh, well, Leon's been...
Never mind about Leon. I want to know all about you. First, where do you live?
London, actually.
Well, 'tis the only place. I live in Knightsbridge myself. So now we know each other. We'll probably meet all the time.
Well, I live more outside London, really. Sort of in the suburbs.
Lucky you. I saw some divine houses the other day in Richmond.
Uh-oh.
Only I'm madly poor nowadays, so I couldn't buy one.
Sherry, you have made your point. Don't labor it.
Well, we're not rich.
That's right, Leon told me. You came here on a scholarship or something?
That's right.
I once saw a movie about a kid who won a scholarship to an English public school. Everybody spurned him because he talked differently, but he won through in the end. I can't remember how. I think he fought somebody.
Well, I talk differently too, you know.
Oh, I wouldn't notice. I can't tell the difference between English accents. Do they spurn you here? Did you have to fight somebody?
No, not really. I don't think anybody was sort of interested enough.
Oh, well, in the movie he was a very good-looking boy, of course. You know, one of those blonde boys with an English complexion.
Oh, good old Leon. He is knocking him about.
Tom, is that my dispatch case by you?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
But you can fight. I mean, if you had to.
Well, I can box a bit.
No, Leon can't.
No. But he's so good at such a lot of things. I mean, he's always telling me how to enjoy life and how sophisticated people behave and all that.
And your mother, doesn't she find it difficult?
Well, my scholarship covers my fees, you see.
Oh.
It costs us my clothes and stuff. It's not always easy because she doesn't get much of a salary.
Salary?
She's headmistress at a primary school.
Honey, Tom's mother's a head teacher.
Oh, what a responsibility. Is her school as large as this?
Oh, not really, sir. Kids at a primary school, it's not the same. She's got a staff of 4.
Oh, and think of all those long holidays, which I must say I long for. I'm a working woman, too, you know. I'm in public relations. I had a month in Venice last year, but only because I'd have pined away without it.
Did you? You never told me.
Honey, if I told you everything...
When
I
were you
did-
there?
April. When else?
Quite right. April and September are the only months for Venice. Do you know I haven't been back
Oh,
since
Eddie Ann, don't tell me you're turning sentimental.
Oh, no, of course not. I haven't had the occasion to go. My wife and I spent our honeymoon in Venice, Tom, just before the war. Venice was Venice in those days. I imagine it's utterly spoiled now.
Utterly. Crowded with tourists and no place to eat.
Oh, how tedious. We discovered our own little trattoria there in quite the wrong place for a good restaurant and adopted it. Italian cooking is horrible, Tom, as you know, but these people did it all themselves. Very simple and very good. In that style, of course. Did you go back, my dear?
There's a laundry there now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, I was heartbroken. Have you been to Venice, Tom?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you must. It still is divine, really. Especially if you didn't know it before the war. I often think we've been spoiled by all that.
I've never been abroad at all.
Then you must come and stay with us in Paris.
Sir?
When will your term be over? A week, isn't it?
171 hours, sir. Approximately.
We will be spending a fortnight at home before going south. You must come with Leon, if you would like that.
Of course he would.
Oh, yes, sir, I would. Very much.
Has something
Was
happened?
Leon out?
I think the other boy did something wrong with his legs.
They're coming in.
Well done, Leon.
Bravo!
He carried his back.
Well, it's not heavy.
Over here, Leon.
Oh, did you see me? Wasn't I wonderful?
Yeah, terrific.
Very pretty, darling. Lots of ballons.
Oh, not really.
We were enthralled.
Oh.
Hey, Leon, guess what?
What? Here, could you give me a hand with this strap?
Your
please?
father's asked me to stay.
Wasn't that
don't
a
know
bit
what's wrong with
sudden,
it.
my
It
love?
seems to be stuck.
Mind you, it's a sweet idea.
Stay? Where?
In Paris, with you.
Oh, I shouldn't bother if I were you. It's horribly boring in the summer. Everyone's gone away and the place is empty. We're going to Cap d'Antibes and I just can't wait to get there.
I didn't know.
If you've never been to Paris before, any time's exciting.
As for you, Leon, if you are so easily bored, you should be glad to have a friend to pass the time.
Oh, I am, of course. It just seems a bit rough on Tom.
Oh, I'll bear it.
Well, come on then. Let's get some tea.
Just a moment, Tom.
Sir?
I suppose your mother will not object.
Oh, I don't think so, sir.
But she might like to know something about the sort of people with whom you will be staying. Has she the telephone?
Oh, yes, sir. Well, she has to because of the school.
Good. Well, let's go and have some tea.
Can I have
Then I shall,
Thank you so much,
how does one say it? Give her a ding. Perhaps we could have lunch together. Do you think she would like that?
Well, that is kind of you, Mr. Enface. Oh, I'm sure there's no need. Tom's often mentioned Leon in his letters, you know. And, well, I don't usually. I have school dinner, you see. So I don't think I could get away for lunch. Oh, well, dinner would be very nice. Yes. Shall I write that down? How do you spell that? That's French, isn't it?
Something to drink, madame?
Gin and something? A sherry, perhaps?
No, not just at the moment, thank you very much.
As you wish, madame.
I've never been in a place like this before.
Oh, it is very noisy, I am afraid. You must forgive me.
Oh, I didn't mean I didn't like it. Just that I'm not used to it. I do like it very much, especially the lights. They make a difference, pink shades. And I don't often have occasion to eat out, you see, living alone.
In business, I cannot avoid it, but I prefer to eat at home.
Monsieur is ready to order.
What shall we eat?
Oh, there's such a lot to choose from, isn't there? Riz de veau, that's veal and rice.
Sweetbreads.
Oh, no, I don't think I'd fancy that.
Something to start, madame. Lobster cocktail, smoked salmon, pâté de foie.
Do you like artichokes, Mrs. Bates?
As a vegetable, do you mean?
No, to begin with. You know, the round...
Oh, globe artichokes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever...
Shall we try? The artichoke vinegar.
The artichoke. And to follow, monsieur?
What do you think of duck?
I think I'd like it.
Canard à la presse, salade d'orange.
Et con légumes.
Peas, petit pois. And the wine list.
Alexandre?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Madame?
Now, what shall we drink?
I don't know one from the other.
Then I shall choose for you something nice. Chambertin, numéro 31.
Oui, monsieur.
You seem to know all about this kind of thing. It's being French, I suppose. It does help. I don't think we take food seriously enough in England. I know I don't. I mean, cooking for yourself, you just can't be bothered most of the time.
Perhaps Tom will take it more seriously when he returns.
Yes. He wrote to me about your kind invitation. I had the letter this morning.
Yes?
Well, I mean, we've never been able to afford a holiday abroad, but I've always wanted Tom to... Well, to get to know about other countries and all that.
Then he may come?
It's so kind of you.
I am delighted.
I've always tried to do my best for him in the way of, well, education. Because if you miss it, you never get it again. If his father were alive, we could have done more.
Yes?
Well, there is just one thing. I was wondering whether Tom might go by train instead of flying with Leon. It probably sounds silly, but...
Oh, you are afraid for him.
No. It's the difference in fare.
But he is to be my guest. I hope you will allow me to buy his ticket. Please. I should be so grateful.
I can't think of anything to say now. When people are kind, it sort of takes you by surprise.
Shall we sit in silence? Here is the wine. Thank you. Yes.
I hope there's one thing you will allow me to do. I mean, it's not much return for your hospitality, but I thought it might be a nice idea if Leon were to stay with us. Just for the night before they catch the plane.
Oh, I'm sure he would like it very much.
We try to make him welcome.
Is everything all right, madame?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Quite perfect, thank you.
Shirts? Yes. Hankies. 10, I suppose. Oh, I mustn't forget my passport. Looks sort of naked, doesn't it? Yours is all full of stamps.
Oh, stop playing about it. Get on with your packing.
I just like feeling it, that's all. All navy blue and shiny.
I don't know why you don't let Matron pack for you.
Oh,
Anyway.
she wouldn't know what to put in.
Well, just tell her you're off to Paris for a fortnight and leave the rest to her imagination.
Hey, how much weight are you allowed?
Oh, I don't know. About 40 pounds.
Well, shall I take my Sunday suit?
Look, Tom, do you mind? I'm trying to read.
But shall I?
Well, you'll be wearing a suit.
Well, yes, I know, but shall I take another, for best?
Well, if you want to.
I don't know if I've got room.
But don't take it then.
Well, then I won't have a change.
Oh, what does it matter? Look, you can borrow one of mine. I've got lots of clothes at home, and they're all nicer than yours.
Thank you. Will it be hot in Paris?
I expect so. It often is.
Oh, I've only put in 4 shirts. I wonder if I'll sweat
I
much.
shouldn't wonder.
Well, you're not being very helpful, are you?
I'm trying to read.
Well, think about somebody else besides yourself for a moment.
Okay. Now, what's the question?
How many shirts to take?
You can get them washed, you know. We're not barbarians.
Well, don't go off at me. I was only asking a simple question. We don't all live in Paris.
No, but we've all got common sense, haven't we? Even if we don't all use it.
Shoes,
That's right, we don't go barefoot either.
socks, underwear, pullover.
You're not going to the North Pole.
Okay, I'm ignorant. Look, I don't know what to take, and you're not helping.
Well, why should I? You're not a child.
I've never been abroad before. You don't think of that, do you? I might...
Oh, grow up, for creep's sake.
You take it all for granted, don't you? Well, I don't. I mean, I don't know what anything's going to be like. I've hardly even met your father, and... Oh, everyone will be speaking French the whole time, and I'll be sitting around feeling a fool and getting in the way.
Well,
and...
don't bloody well come then, if all you're going to do is moan about it.
But I want to. I want to.
Then stop yattering about it, copain.
I'm going to Paris. Oh, yeah.
Get off, you fool! I'm your host. You're supposed to be polite.
Oi!
Oh, you daft nit, that was my eye. I'm going to be your host, remember? Oh, you're the corniest character.
I hope you like cauliflower cheese, Leon. It's one of Tom's favorites.
I don't suppose he's ever had it before. Leon says the English don't know how to eat.
Only what my papa calls public cooking.
Ah.
You know, like schools and all those cafeteria places. Home cooking is different.
Tom always eats and eats when he gets home. I tell him that if I didn't know Brattleston was such a good school, I'd think they starved him.
Mother.
Oh, but they do.
Nonsense. Your father was saying that Tom would probably come back from Paris with very French ideas about food and drink. It's going to take him quite a while to get used to my cooking again.
But this is delicious. You're doing yourself an injustice, Mrs. Bates. Isn't she, copain?
Copain?
Mucker.
A chum. It's a French word meaning chum. Tom and I always use it.
Copain. I must remember that. Of course, I had to do French long ago when I was at Teachers' Training College, but I've forgotten it now.
Oh, but you have an excellent accent.
I don't see how you can tell from just one word.
Well, you mustn't be rude to Leon, dear, when he's being polite.
Sorry.
And you've hardly touched your supper.
I wasn't hungry, thanks.
Whenever he's excited or nervous, it always goes to his stomach.
May we help with the washing up?
Oh, that's kind of you. I have some marking to do, so...
Marking?
Exercise books.
How interesting. May I see?
Well, I shan't show you the bad ones. It's all drawing this evening. I told them they could draw anything they liked as long as it had plenty of people in it. Now, let me see. There. That's Sidney Peters.
Oh, yes.
His brother was married last week. There's the altar, you see.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And Jennifer Poley.
I think it's very funny.
Come on, Leon. Let's get on with the washing up.
You know where everything goes, Tom. Don't worry about the saucepans. And, Tom, if you're thinking of going out afterwards, don't forget you both need to be in bed in good time tonight. You're going to have to make a terribly early start.
All right, Mother.
I'll set the alarm and wake you at 5.
Oh, please don't bother, Mrs. Bates. I'm sure we can manage. It's much too early for...
Oh, I like getting up early. It's the best part of the morning. But I think I'll make the sandwiches tonight. If I leave them in grease-proof, they'll be quite fresh for you to take with you.
Oh, Mother, the journey only takes a couple of hours.
Never mind, dear. Better safe than sorry.
Mother, we don't need them.
They give you food on the plane anyway.
Oh, come on, Leon. I've been awake for hours.
Flight 432 for Paris. Passengers for Flight 432 for Paris will please go to Gate 4. Flight 432 for Paris. Attention. Passager de Londres, par 432.
Ah, there's Papa. And he's got Beatrice with him.
Who's Beatrice?
His mistress, of course. Don't be wet. Wonderful peaches again. They can't grow fruit in England. They don't have any sun. Oh, come on, Tom, take one. Leave a little.
Merci.
Eh bien alors, que dis-tu?
I'm sure that is not true, is it, Tom?
Well, it hasn't been so bad this summer, actually. But it does rain, Miss
Beatrice.
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 Miss Beatrice.
Yes.
It does rain sometimes.
It's a horrible country, and I'm glad to be out of it.
Leon, will you please try to remember that you have a guest in the house?
Tom's my best friend. If you can't speak the truth to your best
The
friend...
truth is not always tactful, especially to one's best friend. In any case, what you say is not true. England is a delightful country, and it is the only country in the world in which to do business.
Ah, well, I've finished anyway. Now, what shall we do this afternoon?
You could take Tom to the Louvre or Les Invalides.
Oh, sightseeing?
Why not when there are sights to be seen?
You don't want him to behave like a tourist.
Ah, voyez, Tom. Léon thinks it is snob to sit still and do nothing because he lives here. But he should not spoil your holiday.
Okay. We'll do the lot. We'll go to the Louvre, and Notre Dame, l'Opéra, and the Comédie Française, and up to La Tour Eiffel. Come to think of it, I've never been to the Eiffel Tower.
Well, please try not to go up La Tour Eiffel next Thursday night. You have been invited to a party. Why, I cannot imagine.
A party? Where?
At Raoul Baptiste. It's Felicien's birthday.
Oh, he'll be unspeakable now he's 18.
I have the invitation somewhere. It's addressed to you.
Is it going to be grand?
Oh, no more than usual. Poor Raoul. A little vulgar, perhaps. Here. It says, on smoking, etc., etc.
Oh, good.
Smoking?
Dinner jacket.
Oh.
I don't suppose Tom remembered to bring his... Oh, it doesn't matter. You can all go in dark suits.
Are you mad? Catch me going in a dark suit. My dinner jacket's the only decent thing I've got to wear.
In that case, we'll buy Tom a dinner jacket, too.
Nicer than yours.
You will see to it, Leon.
Very well, Papa.
You know where to go. Take him.
Okay, we'll go now. Come on, Tom.
And Tom, don't let him talk you into anything outrageous.
I adore buying things.
You should be conservative. That's your style.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Come on.
Mr. Enface.
Huh?
I mean, thanks awfully.
No, please.
Tom.
Coming.
Did you see his face? He really can't believe it, you know.
The mother is poor, a school teacher. I met her. Of course, I knew the boy would have nothing to wear.
It was kind of you, Etienne.
Oh, you didn't expect me to take him to Raoul's party in grey flannels.
Just the same, it was kind. Oh, he will look very pretty, I think. And very English.
Papa.
Yes, what?
I forgot. May we have some money? Just some ready cash so we can see the sights.
Oh, la la.
Well, you can't get into the Louvre for nothing, you know. It's not like the National Gallery.
How much?
400?
Here is 100.
Oh, make it 2. After all, there's 2 of us. He gave me 200 francs for spending money.
200?
It's only 20 quid. Not much, is it? I mean, what does he expect us to do on that? Really, Papa has no idea of what money is worth nowadays. It's the same with all that generation. What's the matter? Can't you tie a bow? You've been in that booth for hours.
No, I've done that. There aren't any cufflinks.
Well, use your own.
I've only got buttons.
Monsieur Charles,
Oui, monsieur?
vous avez peut-être des jumelles de manchette?
No, monsieur would need to visit the jeweler.
Well, we will later on. Is there perhaps anything we can try for the time being, just to get the effect?
But of course. Jean-Marie.
Oui, papa.
Prête à monsieur tes jumelles de manchette, s'il te plaît.
Oui, papa.
My son, Jean-Marie.
Ah, thanks very much. Hey, Tom, cufflinks coming up.
He assists me in the shop during his vacances. Next year, when he finishes at the École Normale, he will go to Oxford.
To St. Anthony's College.
You know it?
I've heard of it.
It was a difficult decision for us. We could not make up our minds. Oxford or the London School of Economic. But eventually, the dark blue one.
Oh, good.
Of course, I myself know your Bournemouth intimately in the old days.
Of course.
I'm ready. I'm coming out.
And about time.
Well, how do I look?
Excellent.
Very good.
Not bad. Turn around.
They're not too tight.
Oh, we wear the trousers like that.
A sort of more American.
Monsieur has the figure for it.
Feels different from English clothes.
Well, the English.
Finest tailors in the world.
The cloth, yes. The workmanship, well, yes. But we have the style. Regard how the trousers are tapered for the short man that gives height, you understand? In England, your trousers are wide. They flap around the ankles.
Well, as long as he doesn't look like a Ted. Not that there are any nowadays, anyway.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça, Ted?
Zazu. In England, the Zazu wear tapered trousers.
Ah, vraiment? In Bournemouth, of course, I seldom met such people. Now, monsieur, the jacket. Oui, parfait.
It looks good, copain. How does it feel?
It feels okay.
Regardez, monsieur, dans le miroir.
Like it?
Hardly looks like me, does it? It's like being 21 or something. You feel the same inside, and yet it's all sort of different.
That's right. You're a big boy now. All right, now get changed and we'll go and do the rest of the shopping. Got to have you looking respectable for Raoul's party.
Champagne?
Well, I dare say there's whiskey. Oh, come on, let's go and watch the fireworks.
Lovely party.
You thought so? Oh, for me, I am exhausted. Good night, Sherry.
Good night.
Any food in the kitchen?
Oh, you can't want any more to it. Oh, Tom, stop him. He'll get terribly fat.
It's not a meal. I'm only foraging.
Hopeless. You're not hungry, Tom?
Oh, no. I'm just tired. It's a sort of happy tiredness, though. Not the going to bed sort. The sit and think about it sort.
I'm glad you enjoyed the evening. I was afraid
But I wouldn't know anybody. Yes, so was I. Because I am shy, you know.
I know.
Only when we got there and the dancing began. Oh, and those Americans. And then we danced. I've never drunk champagne before. It does help.
Oh, nonsense. You dance very well.
I thought it'd be a stuffy party. I don't know why. Your kind of life isn't stuffy, really, is it?
Sometimes. It depends on the people.
Anyway, it's different from my kind of life. I'd only read about all this, you see. I thought it didn't exist except in books and films, of course.
The people who write the books have to get their raw material from somewhere. Of course, they color it a bit.
I mean, I knew Leon was rich and all that. But at school, you don't notice so much. Because you all wear the same kind of clothes and do the same sort of thing. And when he'd say things, you know, like people not knowing how to live, half the time I thought he was just showing off. So I wasn't prepared for all this.
You make it sound very grand.
No, not grand. Different. Like, well, I mean, you're not married to Leon's father, but nobody thinks it's important.
Oh, it is important.
And all this luxury. Just taken for granted. Everyone having time and money to do what they want so that money doesn't matter. Nothing second-hand. Nothing that's bought to last. All this is... Well, it's a new world to me.
Are you sure you're not seeing it all through the bottom of a champagne glass?
No, listen. I live in a semi-detached house. There's 180 of them in our road, and they all look alike. When I'm home, I help with the housework and the shopping, and do odd jobs. My mother goes to church every Sunday and puts the joint in the oven first. I used to go with her, but I don't now because... Well, I don't anyway. And then on Mondays we have the rest of the joint cold. In the week we have stew a lot, and eggs and mince and shepherd's pie. I got 2 suits. One's for Sundays. When I get a new suit, then that's for Sundays, and the other one goes down to ordinary days. There's crazy paving in the front of our house and just a lawn at the back. We've got a garage. We keep the roller in it.
Are you unhappy in your world?
Oh, no, I wasn't complaining. There's lots of people have terrible lives, fight with their parents and all. But I don't. I just wanted you to see how different it is. Things, just things make a lot of difference.
I do know. After all, Tom, I wasn't born to this myself.
Beatrice, may I ask you something?
Of course.
Well, Leon and Mr. Enface haven't let me spend any money of my own. I've still got nearly all of what I brought.
Yes?
Well, I was wondering... You see, I want to get a present for my mother.
Ah.
I thought something from Paris, something extravagant, so she can share.
Yes.
Like sort of scent.
What does she usually wear?
I don't think she wears anything. That's why I thought...
Oh, it's a very good idea, Tom.
Only I don't know what sort to get.
Oh, Leon would help you.
Yes, I know, but I thought perhaps you might, if you had time. I mean, I trust your taste, you see, and, well, you wouldn't try to pay for it.
I shall be honored.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tiens. Sitting in the moonlight?
Jealous? Anyway, I'm just going. Good night, Tom.
Good night, Beatrice.
Good night, fat boy.
Wonderful party.
Oh, yes, I enjoyed it.
If only the Yobs could have seen us. But they'll all grow up into beer drinkers and never know what it is to live. Are you going to bed?
Yes, I'm tired.
Well, what shall we do tomorrow? Any ideas?
Yeah, well, Beatrice and I are going out.
Oh.
In the morning, probably.
Whatever for?
To buy some scent.
Who for?
My mother, actually.
Oh, you better be careful, The customs are rather hot on things like that.
Oh. Well, how much will they charge?
Could be 100%.
I haven't got that much English money.
Well, don't declare it then.
But what if they ask me?
Well, they're not looking for you. Who's going to open a schoolboy's luggage?
I thought they looked for everyone.
Well, you've got to keep a sense of proportion. It's international gangs and dope peddlers they're after.
Oh, well, I'll keep the bill anyway, in case they do ask.
Euh, 5280 ou à peu près 53 nouveaux francs. It is called Togetherness, the American style. Or this, Chanterelle. C'est un grand succès.
They're all beginning to smell alike to me.
Oh.
I think your nose gets sort of jaded.
Well, try the other wrist. Now, and this. For a young lady, Juliette, very fresh, like spring.
It is for his mother.
Then perhaps, voyons un peu... something a little more mature. Voici, qui dort.
It's a bit musky, isn't it?
Mais c'est le dernier cri, c'est une folie.
Well, aren't they all supposed to smell different on different people? Something to do with the way they combine with your sweat?
Monsieur?
A cologne, perhaps. Do you think your mother would like that, Tom? Something expensive, but not outrageous.
Yes, perhaps.
Nothing like lust or désir or casbah. That would only embarrass
Bien
her.
entendu. Cherchons à faire... ceci.
Yes, I think so, Tom.
Well, if you're sure.
I think your mother will like it.
Well, then we'll have it. How much is it?
3500, monsieur.
That's 35 new francs?
Is that too much?
Oh, no, that's okay. Here you are, mademoiselle.
Merci, monsieur.
You know, I wish... Beatrice, what perfume do you wear?
Mystérieuse.
Yes, I do. Oh, but Tom, you
No,
mustn't.
I wasn't. I'm not going to give you some. I'd like to, but I can't afford it. I've just changed my mind, that's all. Mademoiselle, I've changed my mind.
Monsieur, vous ne l'avez pas.
Je ne veux pas celui-ci. Je voudrais celui-là.
Tom, what is suitable for me may
I know.
not be suitable.
It's just a sort of feeling I've got. Something to say Paris when I'm back in Northwood.
Mysterious. It's okay. It's jolly good. Beatrice uses it. Your mother's bound to like it. I bet it sends the blood pressure up in the staff room.
Oh, what nonsense. It is a very conservative perfume. Your mother will appreciate it.
Appreciate what? Excuse me, I'm a little late.
Scent.
We've just bought it.
The present for my mother.
Ah, c'est gentil. And it is also a coincidence, because I myself have just bought a present which I should like to send back to London. And I've been hoping, Tom, that you would deliver it for me.
Sir?
It is for my wife.
Oh, I'd be glad to, sir.
Oh, for Maman, what is it?
A piece of nonsense, a box of marron glacé. She adores them. I always take a box with me when I visit her in London.
But she can get them anywhere.
Oh, she is eccentric, I agree. But you know your mother. They are from her special shop in the Avenue La Porte-à-Nez.
I'll pack them now, sir. Will I think of it?
No, Tom, let me do it. In any case, I wish to wrap your mother's present in some pretty paper. I will pack for you.
Thanks.
You and Leon gone to, what is it this afternoon?
Oh, nothing at all. It's too hot. Oh, we're going swimming.
I still haven't seen the flea market.
Well, there won't be anybody here now except the fleas. Come on.
I don't like it, Etienne.
Oh, nonsense.
You should not do this. It's not fair.
Fair to whom? To you? Oh, don't be ridiculous. Just because I am sending jewels to Mary Lee. Oh, if that bothers you, we'll go shopping tomorrow and you can pick something much prettier for yourself.
You're deliberately misunderstanding me.
Look, Sherry, it means nothing. It doesn't affect us.
Oh.
When Mary Lee and I were divorced, the arrangement was generous, but you know Mary Lee. She is not economical. Recently, she had to sell a diamond collar I gave her when we were married. I told her I should replace it. I am a sentimentalist, voilà tout. You must see that I cannot allow people to say that I left her so badly provided for that she had to sell her jewels.
And if Tom is caught, if they open his box of marron?
How can he possibly be caught? Oh, really, women are unreasonable.
But if he is?
Have you any idea how much duty I should have to pay on those stones? I am not so sentimental that I should give a fortune to the customs as well as to my wife.
But if they...
Sherry, listen. Remember Tom's face, the way he walks, the way he stands. Did you ever see a more blatantly innocent, honest boy? And since he does not know what he is carrying, he will continue to look innocent. A schoolboy. How could they possibly suspect him?
Oh, perhaps.
No, perhaps.
I'll wrap his gift and then pack for him.
Please do.
Etienne, send the jewels some other way.
Sherry, this is not your affair. It is between Mary Lee and myself. So please, just pack the box.
Come on.
All right,
Papa's
all right.
hooting. Beatrice.
Yes?
If you want to say goodbye, come and say it before Tom misses his plane.
Oh, I wish it was this time last week.
Oh, she's coming. Now, don't drag it out. We haven't got all day.
Goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Beatrice.
I'm sorry I can't come to the airport.
I'll write you a postcard when I get back.
Yeah, Papa's impatient.
I've enjoyed myself very much. It's difficult to say thank you properly. It seems to sort of stick.
But you'll come again.
Of course he will. Now, come on, Tom.
Yes, okay, I'm coming. Au revoir, Beatrice.
Au revoir, Tom. Please, be careful.
We shall be landing at London Airport in 10 minutes. Would you please fasten your seat belts and do not smoke until after the aircraft has landed?
This case yours?
Yes.
All you've got?
Yes.
In Paris?
Yes.
How long have you been over there?
Oh, just a fortnight.
Read this card, please. Read it? Understand what it means?
Yes.
Anything you'd like to declare?
No, not really.
Any wines or spirits?
No.
Any cigarettes, tobacco?
No.
Not started smoking yet?
No, I don't smoke.
Any silks, clothing, jewelry, watches, cameras?
No.
Scent?
No.
You don't sound very certain.
Well,
Let's open up, shall we? See for ourselves.
I have got some scent, actually.
Uh-huh. Well, let's take a look at it. You got your keys?
It's not locked.
Yeah. This the scent?
Yes. I've got the bill. It cost...
A present, is it?
Yes, for my mother.
I see. Ah. Dinner jacket, eh? Paris label.
Well, yes, but they bought it for me. I mean, I didn't...
That doesn't make any difference to us, you know. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Aren't you sure?
Yes, I am sure. Nothing else.
What about this parcel here? Something else you've forgotten?
No, it's marron glacé.
Ah, yes.
Candied chestnuts.
I did know, actually. Pretty wrapping. It's a present, too, is it?
Well, yes. I didn't know You don't have to declare. I mean, it's not on your list. It's only sweets.
Quite right, you don't. You can close up now if you want to. I'll mark your case. And next time, if I were you, I'd tell the truth when I'm asked.
I've kept all your postcards. They're so pretty and colourful, it seemed a shame to throw them away.
It was wonderful, really.
Yes, you said.
This is one of those little stalls they've got all down one side of the river.
Mm-hmm. The same.
Yes. They sell old second-hand books and pictures and cards and things. Oh, there's hundreds of them, all alike. And then we have one of those long sandwiches and wine in a cafe.
Wine? Well, I expect you'll be glad of a cup of tea.
No, just a minute. I've got something for you.
Oh?
Well, you didn't think I'd come back from Paris without bringing you something. Now, shut your eyes. Open your hands. There.
What is it?
Well, open it.
I can't think.
Open it and you'll know.
Tom! Oh, you shouldn't have. Mysterious.
Means mysterious.
Scent. Well, that is thoughtful. What a funny bottle. Thank you, dear. You shouldn't have spent the money.
It's genuine French perfume. Go on, open it. I'll smell it. No, not like that. On your wrist, like this.
Oh.
Well, then you know how it smells when it's on.
Oh, it's strong, isn't it? Well, that is nice and most unexpected, Tom, dear. It really is. I'll put it away somewhere safe.
Well, you will wear it, won't you?
Of course I will, dear.
Well, don't forget about it, Mother. It's not like the time I bought you the mink earrings. I mean, nice people wear it. I was in Paris this morning. It's funny when you think of it. Oh, well, I better go and get washed. I'm awfully grubby.
Do, dear. Have you got any dirty washing?
Yeah, there's a brown paper parcel in my case.
You haven't really told me how you enjoyed your holiday.
Well, there's not much to tell, really. We just did the usual things.
Stop. Don't tell me anymore. I can't bear it. Oh, that Raoul is crazy, utterly crazy. Did you have fireworks?
Oh, yes, we did.
Oh, I knew it. Raoul can't have two friends in for a drink without putting on a show like the 14th of July.
Yeah, I suppose it was a bit vulgar, really. Oh, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, my darling, who wouldn't? I mean, you don't meet people with money over here. I know I don't.
I don't either.
Just boring expense accounts. People don't entertain in their own homes anymore because they'd have to pay for it. I'm sure your old income tax commissioners get a rake off from the nightclubs. Would you like some tea, Tom?
Oh, I'd love some.
Oh, good. Hand me the phone, darling, will you? Thank you so much. I'm mad for tea, I must say. Really is my most English thing. Let's switch this off. I can't hear myself speak. That girl on the switchboard's always asleep. Oh, hello at last. Would you please ask them to send up some tea for Mrs. Enface? Uh-huh. For two. China, Tom?
What?
China tea?
Oh, yes, please.
China. And petit fours or something. Something small but interesting.
Oh, there's a letter Mr. Enface asked me to give you with the marrows.
Oh.
I hope it hasn't got too crumpled.
Oh, thank you. So good of you to bring that. Where's that box anyway? We must have one before tea. I don't eat sweets at all, but I make an exception for marrons because I do adore them so, don't you?
I don't think I've ever tasted them.
What? Oh, but you must. Open the box at once and we'll gorge ourselves. Let me just read. Excuse me a moment. Know how boring it is when other people read them.
Oh, no, really?
One always wants to know what... Yes. Well, he says the sweetest things about you. I'd say you'd made quite a success. They're all mad for you. Yeah. Maybe it's not such a good idea to start on the marrows now, though. Just put the box down on the table there, Tom, dear.
All right.
Well, I mean, we don't want to spoil our tea, do we?
No. No, we don't.
Is that you, Tom?
Yes.
Tom?
What is it, Mother?
Oh, you're very late, dear. I'll get your tea.
Oh, I don't want any.
Where have you been?
Work.
The library closes at 6.
Yeah, I know. I mooched about a bit.
Well, if you didn't have anything better to do, I do think you might have come home for your tea.
I just didn't feel like tea.
You look a bit flushed. I hope you're not sickening for anything so near the end of the holidays.
I'm all right.
Perhaps you should have gone to Bognor after all. Nellie could have put up that tent in the garden. She's done it before.
I'm not ill, Mother.
Well, something's the matter.
I'm bored.
Then why wouldn't you go to
And
your...
I'd have been just as bored at Bognor. Sitting on the front with nothing to do, spending sixpence I couldn't afford on a putting green, watching the seagulls and getting 3 books a day from the public library, helping Aunt Nellie with the visitors' teas. No, thank you.
Tom, I don't know what's come over you.
I've told you, I'm bored.
You've been just the same all summer, moping around and sulking, bits of bad temper. I've been meaning to talk to you about it.
Talk. You're always yakking at me.
Tom!
Oh, what good does talking do? Oh, I'm sorry.
Tom, I don't understand you. You've always been a good boy. Kind, thoughtful in your own way. Since your father died, I've never even needed to punish you. And now, talking to me like that, I don't know what's come over you. I really don't.
I'm sorry, Mother. I didn't mean to. It's just... Well, I told you, I'm bored.
I wish you'd never gone to Paris if that's how you behave when you come back.
What?
I said I wish...
What do you mean, you wish I'd never gone?
What I say. Nothing's good enough for you since you came back. Not your job at the library, not this house, not me, not your Aunt Nellie.
Are you grudging me the...
I'm not grudging you anything. I wish you'd never gone.
Grudging me the one bit of...
I said I'm not grudging you.
Well, you're right. I wish I'd never gone.
Tom!
Because if I'd never gone to Paris, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what life can be like.
Tom! You've never...
Oh, no, of course I haven't. I haven't known how sophisticated people behave.
Sophisticated?
Yes, that's right. And that doesn't mean immoral either, Mother, so you can get that idea right out of your head. It means thoughtful. It means kind. It means tolerant. Taking people for what they are and not always going on at them to be something else.
You've no right to...
Yes, I have. You gave me the right. You wanted me to be broadened. Well, I've been broadened. Leon's father and Beatrice have taught me...
Beatrice?
His mistress.
Tom!
You see, you're shocked. Well, I'll tell you something. Beatrice is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my whole life. She didn't nag at me all the time or go off at me for being late for meals or cramp me the way you do. But she taught me more about how to behave in 2 weeks than you've ever done. She treated me like a grown-up, so I behaved like one. And you still treat me like a child.
You are a child.
All right, then, and I'm behaving like one now, aren't I? And how'd you like it?
I don't like it at all.
You've always wanted me to get a good education, and now I've got one. Education isn't Latin and physics. It's knowing how to behave.
Well, I'm sure this isn't how Leon behaves to his mother.
Oh, I don't mean that. It's got nothing to do with that. Look, Leon knows how to spend money without making a fool of himself, and how to take things for granted, all that sort of thing. Oh, Paris has been my education, I'll tell you that. It's taught me how cramped and gloomy and lower middle class my life at home really is. And I'll tell you something else. I'm glad the holidays are nearly over, because for the first time in my life I want to get out of my own home and back to school.
You shouldn't say such things.
Well, now I have.
You shouldn't say such things to your own mother.
Come in. Here you are then, Mr. Enface.
Where do you want your trunks?
Oh, just tip them in the middle of the study. We'll let you know when we've unpacked what we need. Thank you. You haven't seen Mr. Bates, I suppose?
Yes, I passed him in the corridor. He's just coming this way.
Ah, Tom, copain. Alors, ça va?
Ah, ça va bien, copain.
That's all then, sir.
Oh, yes, thank you, Bulmore. Thank you.
Ah, come to a... Oh, what's the word for sunburn?
No, I'm black. Well, how have you been?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't. Tell me.
Well, I didn't get burnt black. Anyway, it's good to be back.
Good to be back? Are you mad?
It's good to have someone to talk to again. We can't all lie in the sun with glamorous film stars at Thingamy.
Cap d'Antibes. Oh, mad, crazy women. What do they see in me? Well, of course, I am young. And you?
Nothing to do except get bored. It's all a bit flat after Paris.
Yes. You know, I really enjoyed that. I really did. Isn't that strange? I mean, behaving like a couple of tourists and yet enjoying it. You know, I've been thinking about it, and I've decided that once you reach a certain stage of sophistication, you can enjoy that sort of thing. What do you think?
I think you're right.
How was your journey back?
Oh, okay. I had a bit of trouble with the customs.
Trouble? What sort of trouble?
Oh, nothing. I handled it like a master.
Oh, come off the pot, copain. What happened?
Well, the customs man made me up my case. He was jolly decent about it, really. Of course, I kept the bill anyway.
What bill?
For the scent. What did you think?
Oh, yes, of course, for your mother.
Yeah. I told him it was a present, so he didn't charge. I was a bit scared at the time.
I'll bet you were.
Oh, well. Only 102 days to the end of term. Come on. Better unpack the study stuff, I suppose. Let him have the rest.
I brought back some fabulous liqueur chocolates with me, so he won't starve. They didn't say anything about those marrons.
Who?
The customs.
No. Well, why should they?
Oh, no reason.
She was awfully nice, your mamma.
It was good of you to deliver them.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Wandering about all the time. Can't you keep still?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Actually, I've got something for you. From my papa.
Oh? What?
This check.
Check? What for? 10 quid? But it... What for?
Compensation. Danger money.
For what?
Those marrons.
I don't get you.
There was a diamond collar underneath the top layer, actually.
What?
Fabulously expensive. Fabulous duty if you'd been caught.
So that's why she wouldn't... Why she didn't want to spoil our tea.
When I found out, I was furious. I said to Papa, I can't have my old copain Bates running a risk like that and getting nothing out of it. Papa saw that as soon as I put it to him. That's why he sent you the check. He is fair, I will say that.
I might have gone to prison.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic, copain. If anyone had gone to prison, it would have been Papa. And that's another thing he thought of, you see. As long as you didn't know, you couldn't be punished. It was a terrific risk for him to take. But he's always been like that. I suppose you have to in business.
Yes. Yes, it was a risk.
Mind you, I could have brought those diamonds back perfectly well by myself. I may not look as innocent as you do, but I'm much better at deceiving people.
When did your father think of all this?
Oh, it came to him suddenly at the cricket match. He was trying to work out some way...
Before he asked me to stay?
Well, of course.
I suppose Beatrice knew.
Don't go on about it. Of course she knew. That doesn't mean it was a conspiracy or anything. They'd have told us too, except that it was part of the plan not to.
You used me.
Come off it, copain. You want to be careful with that check, you know. I had a job to get it.
You used me.
What did you do that? What did you do that?
You don't know, do you, Froggo? Well, you're going to have plenty of time to work it out. You better take your coat off, Froggo, because I'm going to rough you up, so you might as well fight back.
I can't fight, you know that.
Well, now's your chance to learn, Froggo.
Don't call me Froggo. The Yobs call me Froggo, not you.
Well, now I'm a yob, and I'm doing it. And that's not all I'm doing, Froggo. You used me, and I'm going to hurt you.
Wait.
I thought you were so... I even had a row with my mum because of you. She cried. Get up, damn you.
It's not my fault.
Oh, yes, it is. You showed me how to live, didn't you? Well, I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to hurt you because you don't like being hurt any more than I like being used.
You're mad.
Yeah, maybe.
But Tom, copain.
Don't call me that. Don't call me that again, ever.
Look, I didn't... I mean, using you, that's just words. Just because people are using you for something, that doesn't mean they don't like you. Oh, wait. You made a big hit with everyone. Beatrice is always on about you. She likes you.
Get up. Hit me back. Why don't you hit me back?
I'm not like you. I don't hit people.
You lousy froggo.
I thought you were different. But you're just the same as all of them. You can't do anything but play games and hit people. Everybody's got to be how you think. You make people up into something in your own mind, and then you hit them when they can't live up to it. You can't understand how other people behave. I thought we could be sophisticated.
Shut up.
You were my best friend.
I'm not anybody's best friend.
No, you haven't got anybody now.
I can't even hurt you properly.
You're just the same as all the other yobs, Tom Bates. You don't know how to behave. $2,448 hours to the end of term.
That was A Holiday Abroad by John Bowen. The part of Tom Bates was played by Andrew Irvin and Léon Enface, Nigel Anthony. Production for the BBC was by John Gibson.
This video was uploaded to the channel Thinking Out Loud. Please like, comment and subscribe to the Thinking Out Loud channel. Thank you.